Hi, discipleship family. I'm just jumping on here just to talk about my thoughts about Hezekiah. I really did enjoy um, Second Chronicles. Always, every time I'm reading it, there's something else that pops out to me. Holy Spirit shows me or guides me into asking questions and learning more about who He is in the king's lives, and whether bad or good. And I've always enjoyed Hezekiah. It just thrills me to death. I last time I read Second Chronicles, the whole thing between us, when I think it was the Assyrians, when they came and started hurling all kinds of insults and trying to be like the enemy and bring fear into the camp. That really, I was just really riveted. That just really spoke to me. But this time, it was different. And actually, it was kind of like he was adding on to what he'd already spoken to me before. For a long time, I was just like, Lord, how can your kings, how can so many of them be wicked? You know, when reading in First Chronicles and Second Chronicles, how can these kings not be following the Lord whenever you've shown yourself good and everything? And one day it kind of really hit me in this vein. And so this is in the first verse. And it says, Hezekiah was 25 years old, and when he became the king of Judah, and he reigned in Jerusalem 29 years, his mother was Abijah, the daughter of Zechariah. And I'm like, Zechariah, was that a high priest? Sure enough. First of all, I want to say how terrible it must have been married to his dad, Ahaz, to be the daughter of the high priest and to see him doing such abominations. How terrible it must have been. But you know what? She stayed true to God. And this is what God showed me, that a lot of the kings had a lot of wives, and they weren't really particularly into teaching their children. They let the women do that. And the women, obviously here, Abijah was well versed in the things of God. And that's what she taught her son. She taught him in the ways that he would go so that he wouldn't depart from it. And you see in the beginning of him reigning, that him doing everything he was taught. How amazing that is. What could bring my heart more joy than me teaching my son about God? And whether he's preaching or being a missionary or being in the business world of cybersecurity, protecting people's identities, if he knows the Lord and his identity and who he is, and he's still being kind and all those things I taught him, then that's where I'm like, okay, maybe my value really isn't in that. But I'm just saying, as a mom, I mean, when you see those things, she had been going, yeah, Hezekiah, go. And so I just think about Abijah and how important it is for us to be good mothers and to teach our children and to teach our spiritual children and to teach all children about who God is. And so I just thank you, Awaken Ministry, for teaching me who God is. May I never depart from it. Bye, guys.